Hello Geminis, welcome to your mid-month reading for November 2019. This is just a tune-up to kind of see what's going on. Keep in mind, if this resonates, consider a personal reading. My email is below. We can go ahead and set that up. Otherwise, let's get to your reading. Holy Spirit, Angels, Divine Guides, Universe, can you please provide your truth, your wisdom, your clarity, and your insight for Geminis for the middle of November 2019? What do you see? What do they need to know to reach their higher ground, become closer to the universe and closer to the divine for their greater good? Any messages you have for Gemini, middle of November 2019 would be greatly appreciated. And the Fool card came out, so I'm just going to sidebar that. That's what I do as a reader right now. And then if that's relevant to this, then I'll mention that. If not, we'll just talk about that in itself. Okay, so can you please show me what are the general energies for Gemini this time? We have the Six of Wands and the upright. Can you please show me what their challenges are for the middle of November? Challenges are for the middle of November. We have the Moon card in the reversed. Advice, please, for Geminis, middle of November. We have the Death card in the upright. And then how will Gemini be moving forward from this reading or out of the middle of November? We have the Hanged Man in reversed. All right, so what I'm kind of getting from this, general energies, I would say you're moving on victoriously, but I feel like this is a want rather than what's actually happening. I think you had this vision where you would like to move on from a situation in a victorious manner. You would like for people to kind of, look up to you or applaud you for, I literally applauded, for doing something very well, handling something very well, be rewarded for something that you've done. Some of you might want to be a boss. I feel like this isn't something that is going on. I feel like the energies are, you're kind of looking to this. Either you want to elevate to some kind of status, a boss position or something like that, a promotion, or you want to do something that'll be noticed, that people will be like, wow, fantastic. I can't believe what Gemini did here, getting recognized, being applauded, being awarded for something. But I feel like this is more of, it's not an action, it's in your mind, maybe a goal you have or something you're kind of wishing for. In the challenge position, we have the Moon card reverse, which is a card of Pisces, if that resonates. And the challenge here is coming out of some sort of confusion. So, at this time, you're having a hard time kind of seeing down dark hallways or navigating yourself through a situation or knowing what the clear way is to go. And it might be in regards to these aspirations you have here that are going on in November. The challenge is trying to sort of figuring that out and what you can change to it kind of allow you to come out of this confusion or this cloud of confusion you're having. In the advice position, we have the card of Scorpio, which is the Death card. And, that is a card of telling you to have a rebirth and to move on from something. I see this woman looking over her shoulder at this man who's kind of putting, roses on this gravestone and almost this feeling of, should I really move on from this? Should I be doing this instead? I feel like advice is you're kind of, again, wondering, confused, should I really move on? And since it's in the advice, they're kind of telling you, yes, you should entirely move on from this. You shouldn't be having any reservations or kind of looking over your shoulder or kind of seeing what somebody else is doing. It's, forward, full steam ahead. I was like, forward, full steam ahead is what I'm getting from this. And this is necessary for some reason. Whatever situation, if you want to get to this status that you're kind of hoping for and wanting, then you need to kind of leave things behind you. Sometimes it's a matter of sacrifice. Now, we have the Hanged Man here in reverse as you move forward from this reading or out of November into December. And this is starting to make sense over here with the Fool card. So I get with the Hanged Man card, whatever situation you're in right now, you're not getting rewarded for what you're doing. You're putting a lot into something. You're sacrificing a lot. And you've put off leaving. I feel like that's part of it. You've put off leaving. You probably stayed in the situation longer than you needed to, because I feel like that's what I get from the Hanged Man. But there comes a point where you just say enough is enough. And I feel like this is what's kind of going on. You realize you're holding on to a fantasy, or holding on to an idyllic thing, and something idyllic, and really the only way to kind of like get what you want is to make a concise decision and say, you know, what I'm in right now, how is it serving me? What am I getting from it? I'm not getting anything out of it. And how long have I been waiting, and how long am I going to continue to stay in it? So the Fool card's making a lot of sense here, because this is about them calling to you to have a new beginning, to have a new journey, whether it's in regards to a new career, a new relationship, stepping out. You know, for some of you, this is a card for me for homosexuality, and, you know, coming out and being like, I'm gay. This is how I am, and starting to feel really good about that. So that's what I'm kind of getting. I mean, you're longing for something, you're longing to be recognized and awarded, but you're in a situation where that's not happening. So the only way that's going to happen is if you make concise efforts in that direction, not just have it in your mind, which I definitely feel the Six of Wands is here. Why is the Six of Wands here in the upright for Gemini? Who is this person? What is this energy? Gemini, middle of November. Just hold messages, please. And for some of you, I feel like you're in a position, this could be work related, where you're getting paid what you're owed. You know, money is being withheld from you. Somebody is holding the purse strings. And with the Ace of Cups in the upright, you're longing for something that emotionally fulfills you, that feeds your soul. This, whatever situation is right now, that's not doing it for you. But this Six of Wands, you being appreciated for who you are, and rewarded and paid for doing your job well, or what have you, is what's really going to fulfill you. If it is a work situation, you know, apply it however it's kind of needed. And with the Knight of Pentacles here, I see you figuring out, okay, well, I can't get this right now, and I know what I want, so how am I going to go about making it happen? What's going to be my strategy? What's going to be my plan? And in making this plan in regards to how I'm going to move forward, everything has risk associated with it, but how can it be as little risk as possible? The better plan that I lay out, the better it will be for me once I step into it. So I see with the Knight of Pentacles, considering this and wrapping your mind around stuff and turning things over in your mind, trying to figure out how you're going to move forward. And also with the Queen of Pentacles, it's not just withholding money. It can be withholding something spiritually, something mentally that's of value. The Pentacles, yes, they can be tangible and monetary and practical things, but it can also extend to what your what's it called? What your currency is. Okay, currency is not always money for some people. It's emotional. It's being valued. It's, you know, whatever your currency is, and I feel like that's being held from you. Why is the Moon card here in reverse? Who's this person? What's this energy? Additional messages for the Moon card in reverse in a challenge position, middle of the month for Gemini. And the Five of Wands in the upright, Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so the challenge is that and for some of you, there's inner conflict. Okay, this is a confusion, and I'm talking about being conflicted inside, having a lot of opinions going on within you in your head. For others of you, I feel like you feel like if you're going to move forward, there's going to be competition that you're going to have to deal with. It's going to be challenging. It's going to be very hard to kind of do this. So some of you might, what the challenge is, okay, well, I'll just stay here because this is my safest bet. I won't take a gamble. I won't take any kind of risk of any sort. But the only problem is you're not in charge of your destiny when you do that, okay? You're just kind of allowing things to happen. And things are going to turn for the worse if you kind of do so, if you kind of do that. We have the Queen of Swords here in reverse, and she can be, sometimes I think of her as just being a bitchy boss, somebody who's just putting demands on you and requiring things of you that are just, you know, impossible. And then again, not being rewarded for your efforts. Someone that's steely cold, has sharp words, wants things done a certain way, but when you do your best, then they have nothing for you. So that could be part of your challenge also, like a little like a Cinderella story, so to speak, and that's the evil stepmother. Why is the death card here in the upright? Who's this person? What's this energy? In the advice position for Gemini, additional messages, please. Who is this person? What's this energy? Yeah, and they're telling you, if you want to have that victory, because the Six of Wands is showing up again, then this is a necessary thing that you have to do. You're going to have to leave this situation or what's going on, because it's also affecting your confidence. It's affecting your confidence, and you're also tied to this situation for the wrong reasons. We have the Devil card here, which is the card of Capricorn, if that resonates. I mean, and you're bound and tied to this situation, thinking that you can't possibly get out of it. And that's affecting your confidence, and that's preventing you from moving on to a position or a status in life that you deserve. I mean, this whole spread's calling out for a new beginning. If you see something and you know you aren't being praised, you aren't getting the praise you deserve, then it's time to leave. And it's probably going to be easier for you than you think it is. I mean, when the Devil card shows up, it's somebody saying it's impossible, I can't possibly leave. I mean, it's either because of whatever reasons it is, you just can't even envision leaving. But often with the Devil card, I mean, a lot of that stuff is just us feeling like we're bound to something because of desperation or obsession or addiction or what have you. It's not how it really needs to be if you exercise your free will. Why is this Hangman here in reverse for Geminis? Who is this person? What is this energy? Why is the Hangman here in reverse for Geminis? I do really feel like as you move forward from this reading, you're going to draw a line. You're going to demand reciprocity moving forward, getting paid what you deserve, getting treated how you should be deserved, how you should be deserved. Does that make sense? Being treated as you deserve to be treated. Okay, it was in past tense. And you take yourself out of the equation. You're restless, things aren't changing, you're frustrated that things aren't changing, so I feel like you just take yourself out and say, you know what, too bad. I deserve better. I've been in this situation way too long and I'm out of here. And somebody isn't very happy about that. Somebody might try to follow you and is saying to you, well, wait, come back. If you come back, I'll give you this, I'll give you that. Trying to kind of draw you back in. But you know that this person or this entity, they would have done what they would have said they were going to do quite some time ago. I mean, at this point, they're just coming back to you out of desperation or because they don't want to lose you for whatever reason. But they don't have any follow through. They're just telling you whatever you need to hear. It's usually dishonest, just so they can get you to stay in the situation. So, as I said, the Fool card is here kind of saying, and that was probably just laying the foundation for this entire reading. There's just time to step out and do something new and get what you deserve out there. And yeah, it's a little scary. You might be looking back, sort of wondering if you should leave for a while. Also, like in this Death card, but what is the option in doing that? You're already staying in something you're very familiar with, and so why not try something that you aren't familiar with and see how that works out for you. Okay, so keep in mind, if this resonated, consider a personal reading. Put up your requests for your 2020 Sun Moon readings. I'm doing those right now. While you're waiting for yours to get done, check out my 2019 Sun Moon readings that are my playlist. I'm on the Instant Go app if you need an answer to a question. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Instagram. I just uploaded my weeklies actually just before I did this video. And then if you could like, share, subscribe. And then of course, if you could please, you could always consider a donation. I have a Venmo link below in the description box if you want to toss me a few pennies in appreciation. Otherwise, adios from Veronica Garnet. Bye.